Pleasant conditions welcome the players to the opening day of the new LV County Championship season, and after a great start at New Road for Worcestershire, the Middlesex bowlers fought back superbly in the second part of the day, and these are the highlights. A healthy crowd were enjoying the weather and they watched Worcestershire bat first, having been inserted by Sean Udall. It looked like an error from the Middlesex skipper as his bowlers remained wicketless in the opening session, as Phil Jakes and Daryl Mitchell got last year's relegation sufferers off to a fine start. Both were circumspect at first before easing into their game, with Mitchell striking some clean boundaries as he outscored his Australian partner, who was back at New Road for the first half of the season after a successful time at the county in the mid-noughties. He did survive though, a sharp chance at slip to Dawid Milan off Ian O'Brien went on 25. Worcestershire didn't manage a win last season, but that was all forgotten as the two openers looked to put their side in a commanding position early on. Mitchell in fact was the only Worcestershire batsman to pass 1,000 runs last summer, and he went to his 50 here with 7 fours off 101 balls. The pair went beyond lunch, posting a partnership of 105. Before Middlesex finally struck with O'Brien on his Middlesex debut, trapping Jakes in front for 47 to claim the 300th wicket of his first-class career. Still, it was a bright start from the home side, who managed just one century opening stand in all of 2009. The wicket began a change in fortunes as Vikram Solanki scored just 8 before he edged a delivery from Gareth Berg through to wicketkeeper John Simpson at 125 for 2. That became 143 for 3 when Moeen Ali was taken at the wicket off the same bowler. But just as Middlesex appeared to be dragging themselves back into the game, Alexei Kervisay and Mitchell started to bat themselves into a position of prominence. The Dutchman looked very stylish in his play in particular, as he scored most of his runs in boundaries. Mitchell had a good moment when he survived a strong appeal for leg before, as the pair were able to add a further 65, mostly dominated by the man from the Netherlands. Mitchell was more obdurate, but he also occasionally broke free from his shackles. With a score at 208, Kervisay was the next man out, bowled by a beauty from Stephen Finn for a 44 made off only 37 balls. 40 of his runs had come in fours. Finn, though, was about to take 4 wickets in 19 balls for the cost of just a single run. His next victim was the big one of Mitchell, held by Andrew Strauss at slip for a well-compiled 85 made off 177 balls. Tea was taken moments later, and on the resumption, England bowler Finn showed why he's so highly thought of, with 2 more quick wickets to reduce Worcestershire to 214 for 7. First, Ben Scott, on loan from Middlesex, was caught behind by the man who replaced him with the gloves. Scott out for a duck. Gareth Andrew also failed to trouble the scorers as he gave Simpson his 4th catch of the innings, trying to pull, giving Finn his 4th wicket of a devastating and mightily impressive spell. Youngster Richard Jones then joined the very experienced Ben Smith, with the latter showing that he still got it, even though he is now in his 21st season as a pro. He kept Finn and co at bay as he and Jones added a crucial 57 for the 8th wicket. And talking of experience, Udall, now 41 years of age and having played a season more than Smith, then took his first wicket of the season, his 803rd in the first-class game, as Jones was dismissed for 16, courtesy of some delightful flight from the spinner. Smith went down fighting though, striking the ball over the fence for a maximum, before Finn returned to have him caught by Strauss for 46 at 285 for 9, Finn finishing with excellent figures of 5 for 69. Simpson took a 5th catch as Worcestershire were bowled out for 287, which represented a fine fight back by the visitors, but there was more drama to come as Strauss, after his winter's rest, went for a drive off Jones and was caught behind by Scott for 5, an innings which had lasted a dozen minutes in which he'd faced 11 balls. Middlesex finished the day on 12 for 1 as things ended fairly even. It means a fascinating day ahead as both sides look to dominate proceedings.